What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another vlog. So I have been MIA and I actually don't know why, which is so funny because I always say that it is because, I'm a full-time, I used to work full-time. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have to clean the house and get things done. So I always felt like I didn't have enough time. Well, I've actually been on leave since I was, I think, like 32 weeks. And I'm actually 38 weeks today. I'll be 39 on Friday, which is in 2 days. So I'm almost there. I'm practically there. But I don't know. And it hasn't been that I've been tired, because it's actually been the opposite in my pregnancy. Which is what this video is about. This video, I'm going to talk to you guys about updates on my pregnancy. Because I know a lot of you guys have or know that I wanted to have an unmedicated birth, which we're going to get into detail right now. But yeah, I've actually been the opposite. I have a lot of energy. I've been cleaning like crazy, the storage, the shed. They call it nesting, but it's not nesting. That's just my natural instinct to always be cleaning, getting everything ready. I did do the baby shower early. We did not want to record it just because we wanted to, I guess, enjoy the moment. My husband told me, he was like, we're not going to vlog it because I really want to be present and enjoy the guests, which is very hard to do when you're the host. So if you've done any type of party and you're the host, it's very hard to sit down and chat with, like, your friends and family. You're always like on the go, like you say hi, 2-3 words, then you move on to the next one. So you're busy. But I really enjoyed my baby shower, and I thank everyone who came to it. But moving on, yeah, so I got a lot of things done at home. Everything is done. I purchased everything. I got everything. Most of the stuff was given to me at the baby shower, and then I did get a lot of gift cards that I was able to purchase the stuff that weren't purchased. So I ended up not really having to spend anything out of pocket, thanks to my friends and family who came. But that got done early, like when I was 33 weeks, because I did not want to be big and tired and not in the mood, so I did that early and I got that out of the way. But moving on, I have everything ready. I even have the car seat. Look, you guys. We actually just installed it yesterday. I put it in the car yesterday. I told my husband to install it, and it just feels so real, that we're going to be having another little princess in our life, which we're so excited. I think it's something that we both needed, which, if you guys want to know if the baby was planned or not planned and all that, I'm going to do a separate video with that, probably by the time the baby's here. But going back to my plan, so I was actually put on leave at around 32 weeks because I had something with my pelvis. So my pelvis, it would hurt a lot if I would sit for too long, if I would stand for too long, if I would walk for too long. Like, I constantly had to be rotating. And as a banker, as many of you guys know, I'm a relationship banker at a bank, and we do sit for 8 hours. And then, so that, and having a Jeep, for those of you guys who don't know, I actually bought another Jeep, which I haven't posted that either, but I will soon. I got another Jeep, and actually going into my Jeep is actually doesn't help with my pelvis. I'll link it, I'll put it here what it is, but it doesn't help. So I have been actually continue to drive my husband's truck, because his has a little step where you can step in, and I don't have to like lift my leg all the way up to get into the Jeep. But that doesn't prevent you from having a normal birth. I was so good. It actually helped me because I can take, go on walks, take a pause, clean the house, take a pause, rest, constantly be rotating and doing different body changes so that it doesn't put too much pressure on my pelvis and I'm not in too much pain. Anyways, so since the beginning I found out I was pregnant, I wanted an unmedicated birth. The reason why is, one, with the twins, it was so different. I actually didn't get to experience labor at all. And the reason I say this is because first of all, I was 16 and pregnant. I think I had them when I was 17. But I was 16 and pregnant. I had them, I think, at 17. And I walked in one day to my I walked into my hospital appointment because when you're 16 and pregnant or under 18, you're high risk. When you're carrying twins, you're high risk. So I was high risk on both ends. And after 30 weeks, what they do is they have you go into the hospital twice a week to get checked after your 30 weeks. And I was 34 weeks one day. It was a Friday. I had an afternoon appointment around 6:30 because my husband was working. He got off, picked me up, took me to the hospital. And they were like, oh, like your blood pressure's high. Have you had any, headaches, blah, blah, this, and that? And I'm like, no, I've been perfectly fine. And they were like, oh, okay, well, we're going to send you down to labor and delivery just to get, some blood work done and get you checked. And then we'll send you on your way. And I was like, okay. And then, so they put me in labor and delivery. They took my blood work and then they put me in a room. And then 2 hours later, a doctor came and he was like, oh, you have severe preeclampsia. We actually have to have an emergency C-section. We're going to have it tonight. And I was like, whoa, okay. But I had no contractions, no signs of going into labor. Like, I was perfectly fine. I guess my body wasn't, but I didn't feel anything. So then, but because every 34 weeks, they're like, okay, we're going to give you steroids first. So then they gave me steroids. And then they're like, we're going to wait 10 hours. So in the morning, they're like, we're going to have the twins at 7 in the morning. So if you want to call your family, whoever wants to be here, they can. So there I am calling everyone at night, like, hey, I'm having the twins tomorrow, I guess at 7 in the morning. So 7 in the morning comes, everyone's there. And then they're like, oh no, we're going to give you another dose of steroids. So then they gave me another dose of steroids, and then we're going to wait, I think they said like 4 or 5 hours, but everyone's already there. Anyways, they gave me the second round of steroids. They wait till like 12, and then they're like, okay, we're going to take them out now. And I was like, okay. And then they're like, oh no, wait, your blood plates are rising, because I guess with preeclampsia, your blood plates drop. I don't know what that is. And then, but I guess they were like, we're going to wait, and we're actually going to have them, I think they said like at 5. And I was like, 5 in the afternoon. Everyone had been there, but I was like, okay, we'll have them at 5. And yeah, at 5, they were like, yeah, we're gonna take them out now because we don't want your plates to start dropping. So I ended up having the babies at like 5:43 in the afternoon on Saturday. But I feel like I got robbed for my labor and delivery. 1, I wasn't prepared. 2, I had no contractions. And then 3, I was never in pain. I wasn't in pain during the C-section, and I didn't have any pain after the C-section. It was very like smooth. It was very like, I didn't even take like my they give you like narco pills for pain after your C-section. I didn't have to take them. And I was actually living in a 2-story house. My room was upstairs, so I was constantly going up and down the stairs, and my C-section healed very well. You can't even see it now if I were to show you. But I never got to really experience like the pain or the hurt of having babies, I guess. And even though I didn't, I still waited 12. Well, we still waited 12 years, which we'll talk about that in a different video. But with this baby, I really wanted to feel the contractions and go through the pain of delivering a baby. And if I wasn't strong enough to do an unmedicated birth, then maybe at the end I would have got the epidural or whatever. But my plan was like unmedicated birth. I want to feel it all. I want to know how it is. It's not unnormal, everyone has had kids through their vajayjay without epidural. Like my mom, my grandma, my aunts, my sister-in-law, like a lot of them have done it. Like it's not impossible. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's not impossible. So that was originally my plan. The only thing that was going to stop me was obviously there was a complication like preeclampsia or the baby being too big or whatever the case may be, right? So since I was like 34 weeks, I was working out every day. I was doing raspberry teas. I was squatting. I was pushing my body harder, I guess. I was doing more workouts. I was cutting the lawn. Like I was preparing to have this baby naturally. And I actually went to my 38-week appointment on Friday. No, I went to an ultrasound on Thursday because I have placenta lakes, something like that, which are like bags of water around the baby that can prevent sometimes the baby from growing. So I was getting an ultrasound done every month after my 5-month checkup that they discovered them, just to make sure that baby was growing. Baby has been growing. And on my last appointment, it was on Thursday, which is exactly a week ago, I had my ultrasound. And on Friday, I had my doctor's appointment. And on Friday, they actually told me that baby was already 8 pounds and some ounces. And mind you, my sister just had a baby a week ago. No, 2 weeks ago. And that baby was 9 pounds. How did I forget? Like 9 pounds, 6 ounces, I think. I totally lost it. And then my sister-in-law just had a baby 20 days ago. And by my brother. And her baby was also 9 pounds, 1 ounce. So I'm like, this baby's going to be 9 pounds for sure if I wait till my 40-week appointment. Full term. So the doctor said that 1, she was big. She was 8 pounds. And 2, that she was measuring 9 days ahead. So we had 2 options. Either I get induced at 39 weeks, which is Friday, and 2 days from now, or I have a C-section on my 39 week, which is in 2 days. So it made me think a lot because 1, I really wanted to have her natural, which I can if I get induced. But for some reason this year, everyone who has been getting induced have been having complications. And I mean, influencers, people around me, people I know, everyone who gets induced, they say it's something in the Pitocin. I don't know. And I know every pregnancy is different. Every person, every case is different. But I had told myself since the beginning that I did not want to get induced. Even if I was 40 weeks and 3 days, I didn't want to get induced. I wanted to keep working out or whatever. But given the situation that the baby is big and that I don't want to get induced, I told my doctor that the best thing would be to get a C-section. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared to have a 9-pound baby out of my vajayjay for the first time. But also because with the complications of getting induced, which again I said it doesn't happen to everybody, but what's been happening is they get induced. One, it's more painful than regular contractions, I've heard. 2, they get induced, it's more painful, and then the baby's heart rate starts dropping, and then the baby gets in stress or distress, and then they end up having a C-section. And I know of 4 people this year, from like December 15th till now May, 4 people, 2 of them are influencers, 2 are people I know, that have done that. All 4 of them got induced, and all 4 of them had C-sections. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I could get induced. It'll be more painful, whatever. At least I could feel what it feels like to have strong contractions. But then if it gets complicated and I end up having a C-section, then I'm just going to be, and then it's an emergency section, so they have to put you fully to sleep, and it's just going to be a mess. I feel like either the baby comes naturally. I told my doctor, okay. I told her I was going to think about it. I talked to my husband. We went over all the options. It really got me sad that, because I don't want to have any more kids, which is a different topic. But, I don't know, it just really got me sad because I thought I could really do it. And I thought the baby would come early because she's been low for like the last, 2 months. She's been like really low. But I sent the message the next day on Saturday to my doctor, and I told her that if by my 39 weeks, which is tomorrow, no, 2 days, if she doesn't come naturally, because I'm still willing to push out 8 pound, 11 ounces, 8 pound, whatever, a baby. But I was like, if she doesn't come naturally by my 39 week appointment, then we can go ahead and schedule the C-section, which is what she did. And she understood the instructions, so she said, okay, we'll put, she scheduled an appointment for my 39 week, which is in 2 days. That's why we put the car seat, because if she doesn't come today or tomorrow, she will come Friday and be a C-section for sure. But I still have 2 days. I'm still working out, seeing if she will come. I doubt it, because she's very comfortable. Very comfortable. She's no signs of anything. They did do the sweep last week. I think it's called like the mucus sweep. If you don't know what it is, Google it. But it helps with going into labor. And then they also 2 days later, I lost my mucus plug, which was 3-4 days ago, and it's still nothing. Still no contractions. Still, I feel her very low. Like, I work out, I could feel her low. But, and I was 2 centimeters dilated last week. But baby is very comfortable. She's not wanting to come. And since she is measuring ahead 9 days, that would actually put me at Friday. That would put me at 40 weeks and like 4 days. I think I had calculated like 40 weeks and 4 days, which the baby has never been ahead until this last appointment. So it's not like 100% she's ahead, but we just want to be, you know, because of her weight and because of what she's measuring, we just want to be on the safe side. So we decided that we're going to have a C-section on Friday, which is 2 days from now. I'm actually at Kaiser right now. I'm going to get my blood work because I do have to get blood work done 72 hours before the C-section, which is Friday. So I am going to be doing a labor and delivery vlog, or at least try to. And no, I'm not going to wear makeup because I don't know how people go into labor wearing makeup. Not me. I can't work out with makeup. I can't do makeup on hot days. Anyways, but I'm going to be doing a labor and delivery video. Now, if for some reason tonight, like I go into labor and she comes naturally, then I'm going to have her natural. So she still has 2 days to come out. But at this point, I don't know. I feel like I've tried everything and she's just big, chunky, fat baby that's just comfortable in there. But yeah, so that is what is going to be happening. Those are my birth plans. Wish me luck. And I will show my beautiful baby girl when she's here, which is in 2 days, guys. In 2 days, I'm going to be a mama of 3, which is so crazy because the twins are old. The twins are 12. They're going to be 13 this year in a couple of months. And even though they're 12, though, they're like 15, 16. Everyone who looks at them and sees them, they're like, doesn't look like your daughter. So I'm like, I know. They're aging. How? I'm not aging. I'm still 23. How are they? How are they grown? But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just want to give you guys an update. I'm trying to be more consistent, especially when the baby's born, which I know people are going to be like, it's harder. I did it with twins. I could do it with one. But I'm trying to be more consistent on my reels. If you haven't added me, go ahead and add me to my TikTok. Go ahead and add me to my Instagram. But I'm not very consistent. I do post. I get little seasons where I'll post little like be very dedicated for like 2 weeks and then I stop. But it is what it is. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm gonna go in. And yes, I still drank Jack in the Box coffee till the day I give birth, which was be Friday. But with that being said, we'll see you guys on our next video, which hopefully is with baby Asa here. Bye.